Elizabeth with you and with Elena and Lee in Chisinau, Moldova. This is the Crypto Woman, and we are igniting the blockchain, specifically the NXT blockchain, because I was asked to come here and join some activities with Lee and Elena around that blockchain. And I really am excited to introduce you to their project, DTMA, and I think that this is the first time I've met Elena. I've heard good things about her, and it's been a real joy to see her enthusiasm about the blockchain and her extensive knowledge about it. And most of you will know Lee. He's been talking with me before and been around. Lee, actually, it has impressed me. He's been working behind the scenes, quietly, introducing the NXT blockchain here to the people in Moldova, and invited me here, like I said, and I'm pretty impressed with what I saw. So, Lee, you are the co-founder of DTMA. Tell us a little bit about what that is.
Actually, I think Elena should do that bit. She should introduce DTMA.
So tell us about DTMA.
DTMA is Distributed Technology Moldovan Association, and Mr. Lee organized it. So I think I can be quite open to say that Mr. Lee bring blockchain to Moldova.
Okay.
So any road go to
all blockchain roads lead to Lee.
But they're not blocked.
Okay, and they're wide open, especially right here. A lot of big plans, a lot of reception, a lot of excited people. I've been happily introduced to many of them. And Lee, so at least tell us what your vision was. What was your motivation?
Originally, it was a French academic who was here, contacted me because he was writing a paper, academic journal, but based on the projects in Greece. But he wanted to change it for Moldova. So I came to visit him, came here and realised there is nothing in blockchain. So then we organised the first event in the Academy of Economic Studies, where the first participants were National Bank, Central Bank, e-government, the engineers from the biggest bank in Moldova, and some OneCoin people. So from there I ended up getting a letter from the central bank, which enabled me to open an exchange, and in turn enabled me to get a bank account for 8 different currencies, so rubles, pounds, euros, dollars, which I don't promote the exchange because I have another plan for the exchange, which is also being pretty much well accepted by some of the people in the government, for crypto assets, and to create the new era of crowdfunding through digital cooperatives with regulation and trading in their own exchange, like a stock market, connected to real-time assets and for startups.
And that's pretty exciting because I actually had a chance to present the asset feature of the NXT blockchain twice here in the last 18 hours, and the reception was very positive.
Investment Agency and the Secretary of State ICT.
Yes, the Secretary of State ICT, but I didn't open up the slideshow.
No, you didn't close it. No.
We talked. There's a lot of enthusiasm here. A lot of people who have heard about blockchain. They know a little bit about blockchain. They've heard about how blockchain can potentially be good for them, but they didn't quite see an easy entry into it. Lee has been working with Elena and some other people on some projects to allow easy entry and to show them the background of that, the NXT blockchain, and how easy it is to use. I think it has inspired many people to go back and develop their projects. What do you think about that?
Next question. Come on, make it interesting. Give them something. What have you been doing? What do you think? Let's ask you a question. So, what do you think from the cultural perspective and the opportunities that could be used in blockchain. What do you personally think from being here?
Well, it's interesting because I talk with Lee occasionally on Skype, and he's been telling me about this project here in Moldova with a lot of enthusiasm. And if any of you have seen Lee, you know he's enthusiastic. So I'm like, yeah, I hear you, Lee. But I was just recently in Austria for the hackathon, and it's just a little plane ride here, and I decided to come over and check things out for myself. And I am most impressed with the fact that the people around Lee that he's talking about, that I've met, are as enthused about this as he is. So that's number one. I'm very fascinated with the idea that blockchain can help emerging economies, and this economy is an emerging economy, but more than that, it seems like the government officials here are very, very keen on promoting economic development right now. So it's a good entry place for us, and I think it's a good solution for them.
So really, what would be the most exciting thing for Nxt to get involved in? And I think I know what that is. Changing social economy. Interacting in an area where you can actually show attributes that blockchain can change and create economic growth.
And we just sat in an office building, a government office building this afternoon, and talked with Val,
the General Director of the Agency of Investments for Moldova, which is a state agency for investments.
And I got a chance to answer some general questions about blockchain. I gave a presentation of the features of Nxt, and then we talked with her at length about a real use case.
The wine.
The wine. Yeah. And that's coming up soon.
Yeah. So
if it happens, Lee, what's it going to be like?
And the event is actually organised by the United Nations. So you have all these United Nations ambassadors, about 50 of them, which I didn't know that there was 50, because I didn't count that many, but there's 50. And then you've got normal ambassadors from countries which are coming, the Moldovan government, and then you've got wine connoisseurs from all around the world. So what can you do with blockchain?